Attention. Welcome to the Different Spectrums podcast. We dive into the wild world of mental health discussions. Get ready for profound talks, a sprinkle of humor and sarcasm, and a touch of colorful language. Just a quick heads up, our show reflects our individual opinions, which may not align with the standpoint of the podcast, our featured guests, or any related corporate entities. Our mission? To illuminate through laughter and satire because everyone needs a good chuckle. Chill out and don't stress over the small stuff. Legal troubles? No, thank you. Cancel culture? Please spare us. We'd rather keep this space lawsuit free. So buckle up, have a good time, and join us as we navigate the vibrant realm of mental health on the Different Spectrums podcast. Hey everybody, we back again.
Hey, we're back. We're live.
I'm Spencer, your co-host. Of course, we have our licensed clinical therapist, Nas.
Hey, Dr. Nas. Thank you.
There you go. Remember, don't take us too seriously.
Or do. It's completely up to you.
There you go. Also, don't forget to run up those likes for us. We'd really appreciate it. So, for today, as you can see, we don't have any guests, but we are doing solo dolo. Today we are actually taking a look at the show Chad Powers, which features the great Glenn Powell, as well as being produced by the Manning brothers. You know, this the show is all about this guy Russ, who fucks up a lot, but specifically fucked up at a Rose Bowl game, and that translated into him just keep on fucking up, and it just goes to the point where he can't even play football anymore or be even close to being like even around football. So he comes up with this character, Chad Powers, and then he goes to this small ass college and starts actually doing well, and he's actually getting more into this character of Chad Powers. This goes back to, I think it was like a commercial or it was like a segment from ESPN where Eli Manning dressed up as Chad Powers.
Oh,
Went
yeah.
to Where'd he go? Was it his alma mater? Was it, or
Ole
was it like
Miss?
was it Ole Miss or like Marquette? I don't know. I can't
Okay.
remember. But Eli Manning goes and he actually dresses up. This was years ago. I
I
want to
remember
say it was
that.
like 2011 maybe or something like that. Can't remember. But he dresses up and then tries out, and everybody's like, "What the fuck? This guy's actually really good.
Holy shit.
Holy shit! This guy can actually play football. This is so weird." And then it comes out it's Eli Manning. So it's based off of that, and that's why they even this is probably why they even wanted the show to be out in the first place.
There you go.
It was the concept. It's kind of like how for Ted Lasso, um there was a character they did like this segment during, I think it was like either the World Cup or something like that, and he dressed up as Ted Lasso and he just started making comments, and then they just made a show from that.
Oh,
So
wow.
just goes to show
You
that
never know.
you just need a segment, and then maybe you could be a character for a show one day. Takes time. But yeah, and so some topics we're going to be covering today. It's going to be narcissism. We're going to talk about going through like lows in our life and what that could mean, what it could translate to. We're also going to be talking about getting chances over and over again, and just burning bridges. Um, then we're going to be talking about being vulnerable and just what it means to hide ourselves, and how sometimes in certain moments we could be taken out of context because sometimes we don't mean what we say, but our emotions get the better of us. So, yeah.
Yep.
Nas, anything before we get to the show?
Uh, so it's been a while since I've watched like anything. And it's been hard for me to even click on anything to watch because I just don't want to commit the time to watch anything.
Mhm.
It just makes me anxious and like nervous. So like one day I sat down, I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to play this thing. I keep seeing the goddamn commercials and commercials and commercials.
Yeah.
I clicked play and I was like, this is actually kind of chill. And like, they said, they kept saying Mrs. Doubtfire vibes on it, right? And the commercials, like this is, I was like, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
I'll give it a shot. I did used to not like this actor, the Glenn Powell, because he's always the asshole in a lot of movies. And then he ends up being like the soft character towards the end of the movie.
Right.
Phenomenal actor. Like I like him. And I was like, I'm going to commit. And then I started watching it and I'm like, holy shit, this is actually hilarious. And there's actually some really good moments. I think I want to just kind of overall general, because I know we may not get to every scene. And I know there's a lot of scene, folks. I'll try to condense them. It's just overall just self-disgust, just self-hatred, self-disgust, you making mistakes and getting yourself into more bad situations or issues. And then you continuously self-sabotage. And you just don't want to be yourself anymore. You don't want to be you anymore. You want to be someone else. You may not want to be alive. And we're going to talk about that. And, sometimes we just make mistakes and we didn't mean it to be that bad, but it affects people. And then we just judge ourselves in that worst moment. And I've done a lot of therapy in the last few weeks of people judging themselves on the worst moments of their life. Yeah. But life is so long. It's so long and we deserve so much more. So a lot to talk about, but also the scenes hit them very well. So hopefully you guys just pick up the metaphors directly when we do these solo pods. But let's get into it. Let's talk some shit, but also it's actually kind of like a sad pod because it's like self-deprecating. So let's do it today. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
We're here on the grandest stage in American sports, Kirk. A chance for some of that patented Rose Bowl magic. Tie game, chance for one more play in regulation. And for Russ Holiday, if you're a quarterback, you dream about this. A chance to really do something special and erase a lot of painful memories.
It's been a year he wants to forget. He's lucky to have this opportunity. You think back at this year, hit a suspension, hit the tabloid headlines, a bomb threat.
Las Vegas freeway incident.
Now he's got to try to make one more magical play to make this thing happen for the Ducks.
Holiday looking poised here. Empty backfield. Here we go. Last play of regulation. Championship.
What was Holiday thinking?
You're still my favorite player.
Hey, Russ. Hey, man. Hey, Russ, my kid's talking to you.
I don't want to talk right now.
Hey, yeah, I know, man, but hey, he's got kids.
I don't give a shit.
You're an asshole.
What they've seen, and Holiday, somebody needs to get him away from this fan.
What's going on?
Quickly here. Oh my goodness!
Gosh.
Into the wheelchair.
This is going to haunt him really for the rest of his life.
Russell?
Hey, Dad.
Oh my God. I thought you might have killed yourself.
If you thought that, then why would you not call a ton or involve the police?
Well, I considered it, but only because you stole several $1,000s worth of materials.
Are you wondering when I'm coming home?
You can't change who you are, kiddo.
I hope you're okay. But at some point, the forgiveness runs out.
Okay. Hey. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's. I think we have a bad connection.
I think you're right, Russell.
So until then, you're practicing your autograph. Very me in 5th grade.
Well, Chad's famous now, which means Chad's gonna be signing a lot of merchandise, which means Chad can't risk writing his real name, which is Russ, not Chad.
Russ, breathe. We got to move into a sick new place for free because Chad is such a brand now. People adore you. Everything we worked for, it's coming true.
Yeah?
So what's wrong?
Nothing. It's a problem. Shit's going too good.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that concept.
Okay, Danny, let me tell you how my life works. Last time I played Georgia in the Rose Bowl, I'm an inch from the goal line and a gust of wind knocks the ball out of my hand. I land a cameo in the Eric Andre movie. That gets cut out. I'm about to get my shot with the XFL. Then that cancer kid just gives up and fucking dies. Bad stuff always happens to Russ. It's just a matter of time before it starts happening to Chad.
Okay, the voice switching is really freaking me out.
Yeah, you fucking think?
Maybe in the past you've been...
Fisted by God? Had everything stolen from me?
That's not gonna happen this time.
So do you have access to a time machine? Do you have a little orb that sees the future? How do you know?
Because you've never had me before. We just gotta be smart, keep stonewalling interviews until we're sure the mask is ready for 8K HD. Speaking of, did you know your dad's movie is shooting in Atlanta? He could really elevate the makeup.
Yeah, my dad is the last guy I'm talking to about any of this shit.
Chad's great. Maybe he'd be proud.
Well, no matter how great Chad is, he's still got Russ's asshole. Which means God can find it and fist it. Yeah, well, looking at South Georgia, maybe finish up my degree.
It's cute.
Cute. Not allowed to get an education.
Okay, you're very defensive. Which makes sense after everything you've been through. And all over a fucking football game. I mean, who cares?
Yeah, well, to a lot of people, that game's life or death.
Idiots.
No. All the bad shit that comes my way, I think I deserve it.
You know, all anybody deserves is to be happy. However they get there.
Russ?
Oh, no, it's Chad.
What is happening?
Metamorphosis. I'm gonna kill myself.
Russ, what the fuck?
No, in a good way. I no longer have to worry about God fisting Russ's asshole because Russ is no longer my problem. I'm gonna let him go.
Okay, what drugs did you take?
I'm serious. I already started deleting Russ. Got rid of his Twitter, his True Social, listed the Cybertruck for sale.
I think you're having a psychotic break. Which, honestly, good for you that it took this long.
I was breaking down, but now I'm at peace. Danny, I deserve to be happy. And I'm gonna be. As Chad. Oh, guess what?
What?
There's this doctor in Brazil who can actually do my face to look like this permanently. All they have to do is just take a little bone from my brow and just graft it onto my nose.
Oh my God, no.
Man, it's just the beginning, buddy. I'm gonna win a Heisman. I'm gonna win a national championship, and then me and Ricky, who knows?
Russ, we have to get that makeup off you.
Oh, don't have time, Rumi. I gotta go.
Wait. Go where?
Coach's Lake House. I got my big game day interview.
Wait, what? Since when are you doing a big game day interview? Russ.
Chad.
Okay, Chad. Putting yourself on camera is the most exposed you could possibly be.
That is what I want. I want the world to know and see me.
Everyone could find out.
There's nothing for them to find out. I am Chad Powers. For real. For real, for real.
Like, this is just what happens, man. I get to the goal line and God...
Fists you. I know.
He's got a huge fist. And now I have an even wider asshole. Just sucks that your asshole got caught in the crossfire. It's like God was fisting my ass and just stuck a finger in yours.
This metaphor is so upsetting.
I don't know how far we could have taken this shit, but it was always gonna end bad. It's okay if you hate me.
I don't hate you, man.
I'm glad.
So where are you gonna go?
Back home. And my dad probably would have kicked me out, so I guess I'm homeless.
You don't have to be. I told you he's filming the Michael Bay movie in Atlanta. That's only 3 hours away.
So?
So, to put it in your parlance, quit being a pussy and go see him. At least to give him back his ugly makeup kit.
Okay.
You don't have to go alone.
Is this Ecoplex?
We had to sub with dragon skin.
I mean, that looks great. I mean, you were playing quarterback. Actually winning games. While posing as a different human being?
Yeah.
Well, son, there must have been so much work.
It was.
It's just that I've never seen you work hard at anything. Why did you do it?
I don't know.
Howard, off balance, rockets the ball down the field, touchdown. This young man has completely turned things around for South Georgia. Howard has Leonard in the end zone, touchdown. If Powers wasn't in the Heisman conversation before, he certainly is now.
I haven't seen you smile like that since before Mom died.
I think I want to be Chad because I hated being Russ. I just wanted to hide and play football again. When people actually like Chad. Chad actually liked people. You know, my team, my coaches, they all believed in me. And Chad just didn't want to let him down. I'm sorry I stole your makeup and ran away. I'm sorry I was so mean to that sick kid and his dad. I'm sorry I dropped the football at the Rose Bowl. I didn't mean to, I just got excited. Being Chad was nice. Wasn't so sad all the time.
Do you really have to stop being him?
Yeah. One of my coaches found out, so.
The coach he has a crush on.
Huh?
It's a female coach.
Oh.
Anyway, I fucked up. It's over. I don't know if she's told anybody yet, but,
Well, if I forgive you, and I do, then maybe she can too.
It's too late. They're already on their way to Athens.
Hey everyone, I'm here to talk about our new collaborator, Toink Toys. They have a wide selection of, you guessed it, toys and other great collectibles. They have products from Marvel, Star Wars, Harry Potter, and everything pop culture. You could say they put the toy in Toink. So go check them out at toink.com and use our code Different Spectrums Podcast to get 10% off your entire order today. And we're back again.
We're back and we're live. 10 hours.
Yeah.
I'm just 10 hours.
I want to take a moment to just say, I think they took like a character from Atlanta and they were just like, maybe you should mimic this. There's a character called Teddy Perkins in Atlanta. It was pretty much like a Michael Jackson, like they're trying to do Michael Jackson without saying Michael Jackson. And Donald Glover actually played Teddy Perkins. No one knew. Or at least the cast didn't know until like afterwards. But
shit.
yeah, and so it's like, it's just like the voice alone and just the creepiness of it kind of reminds me of Teddy Perkins a lot. So
there you go.
Shout out to Atlanta. Wish they made more of it, but
You know what always sticks out with me? The Atlanta is that, I can't fucking eat a baguette anymore. Like without thinking about Atlanta just murdering someone with a dry ass baguette.
Yeah, that's what happens, Just can't eat a baguette at all.
Like, as soon as I see it, I'm just like, I can bash someone's head in with this.
That's one way to look at it.
Side of hummus.
Do you know what you get when you have a week-old baguette?
The episode was wild.
Completely piece of shit.
Wild.
And that was also like not even like the best. That was when they were doing the Europe thing.
Yeah.
And it was fine. But like, you know what? Even then, like I would take that like that season over like the ending of Stranger Things. So
yeah.
The shitty Stranger Things.
I'm eventually gonna get to it. Hopefully I can get to it this weekend. Yeah. I know. We gotta do a pod on it. We gotta talk shit.
I know. This could be great. But yeah, just wanted to point that out.
What's fucked up about this, the voice he said, is it almost sounds a little like disabled, like he's acting like he's a little, special. And he is a little special in the show.
He's very special.
Spence, there's some scenes that I know you'd appreciate where it's just like, holy fuck, this guy's stupid.
Yeah.
It's just so slapstick. But sometimes I'm like, some people aren't going to like this because they're going to think he's making fun of like some special needs folks or whatever. I'm like, it is what it is.
I don't know if anybody's going to think that. I think you might be the only one thinking that.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. People sensitive as hell these days, man.
People don't sensitive, man.
Can't do anything now.
How dare they with all like the fucking people trying to take away their rights and shit. Fuck them. Right? Oh, Chad Powers. This is a show that, like you said, that you watch, so I'm gonna rely on you because I haven't watched it yet.
Yep.
I am a big fan of Glenn Powell. I just saw one clip that, and I know it was only one scene or whatever, but it was with that fucking, was it spit on the dick girl? What was her name again? Fucking
what?
What's her name? That one chick who was
Haktua. Oh, Haktua's in it. Yep.
Yeah, that was the only thing that turned me on. I was like, I don't want to give attention to this fucking
She's
asshole.
in it for 30 milliseconds.
I know.
30 milliseconds.
I know. That was the only thing I saw. So I was like, I'm gonna wait for a little bit to let it die down a little bit, and then I'll go in and watch it. But
spit on the dick. I was like, what? Was that in the show?
I mean,
there's a lot of fisting.
Talk about God fisting his asshole. I think there's probably some spitting of the dick on this show, you know? Yeah. Only the pros know that move. Let me tell
you. For those of you who
You're
can't
a
see
little
that,
dry, sweetie. Let me help you out.
I got you.
But yeah, so if you want to, you could just break it down, like just a small snippet of like what Chad Powers is about. And then like what made you want to pick this show of all shows?
So I got into it a smidge earlier. I haven't watched much content in a while. And I probably wouldn't have picked this show, but then as you move through it, you see just the self-hatred. So you see this dude, and you're going to see in the first scene that you already saw that he's in this championship game. It's one of the biggest games of his life. Think of it as one of the pinnacles of your career or achievements, whatever you want. Tests, exams, and he fumbles, drops the ball. The other team scores it. If they just would have picked it up, the game's over, Spence.
Mm-hmm.
But they scored. Now the game is over, or technically it would have went to overtime. Now the game is over. He's mad. He hits this kid with cancer, or hits the dad, and then the special needs kid, or the Make-A-Wish kid.
Yeah,
fucks everything up. So now his life is terrible. He's an alcoholic. He's a bum. He's always been a narcissist. He's kind of a mean guy. He's just a mean, rancid person.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the maturity and growth, camaraderie, connection, because you see throughout the movie where he's just by himself and he just feels very alone. And I think a lot of us that a lot of us that are neurodivergent, autistic, ADHD, anxious, OCD, just alone. And I had a client say the other day, right, I'm just so sick of this person, or my partner's always about this. And I said, you're sick of it? Imagine what it's like to be in their mind all day, every day with these thoughts. You have no idea how sick of it they are. They don't want to be like this. So Chad, he doesn't want to be this bad guy, but he's already fucked. He's already screwed. So now you see him become this other character, Chad Powers, and he's like this innocent, naive country boy-esque that grew up with wolves watching his football games. It's a weird ass backstory about wolves and like how his other teammates didn't make it to the pros because they were killed by thus wolves. It's very stupid. That's why his partner in crime was like, just don't ever fucking talk. Just don't talk. You're so stupid. Yeah. And then you see him be really good. And he's actually friendly, making friends. He has a love interest and feels love for the first time. He's really connected to the dude that's helping him scam everyone. And they have in and outs. You see the stuff with his dad and always disappointing his dad and wanting to call his dad. And you're wondering why it's always his dad. And then we get into the last scene where it's about a comeback and redemption. It's about redemption, even though you're doing some sus ass shit. The whole show is about redemption.
Yeah.
And all of us think that we can't change, and you are who you are. And for a good majority of the time, me and Spence agree with this. You are who you are. But there's a lot of things that you can do to modify things, right? You're not going to fully change, and you're sure as fuck never going to fully change someone.
Yeah.
But if they do their own work and introspection, and they're working on their mental health issues, their addiction, whatever it is, their anger issues, their vulnerability, their masculinity, their queer, whatever it is, you can work through that shit and change for the better. And you see it with him. And it's just a funny story, slapsticky. There's a lot of like Adam Sandler like moments in it that I think a lot of folks, the millennials, will appreciate. I don't know if Gen Z will appreciate this, but I know millennials will appreciate this show. Anyone who likes football will appreciate it.
Does it have good football scenes? Like,
there is.
Like when I watch some sports movies, like some of the football and stuff like that, it's god awful.
Yeah.
Like it's terrible. But then there are some other ones that are just like, wow, this is actually like, I like watching this. Like
it is good.
It has some good ones.
It's got some Friday Night Light scenes. You saw the first scene. That's actually like really good motion picture where it looks like it's real.
Yeah.
Obviously, like he's like a little tiny dude compared to like everyone else, so you can see that that's edited.
Yeah.
Oh, but there's a lot of good scenes. There's a lot of good scenes at practice. There's a lot of shit talking and like in the locker room. Like a lot of it is very, very accurate to the locker room and football.
Right.
And you're going to see him taking the snaps. You're going to see him figuring out if he's going to be a backup quarterback and him having to deal with being a backup quarterback and not being the stud.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not going to be some bitch holding the clipboard. And he's like, bro, that's the only way you're going to make the team is if you hold the clipboard.
Yeah.
Like you didn't earn this. Like we don't even fucking know. You don't even have a fucking ID or transcripts. The coach just lets him on the team. I'm like, okay, that's us.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a ton of good football clips and scenes. There's a lot of stuff where he's trying to really affirm. There's actually a lot of misogyny in the show towards the female coach, the female lead. And he gasses her up in a good way and gets her to fucking step up to her dad and advocate for herself and show that she's intelligent, she's smart, and that these other asshole dudes like don't know what they're talking about. So there's a really good redemption arc there too as well, for advocating for yourself, but also advocating for women in some of these spaces that they're normally not in, but like highlighting the work that they're doing. That's a good story arc in there. There's a little love interest kind of in there too. There's a really good father-son vibe between the head coach and Chad Powers. It's just easy to watch. I guess that's how I should put it, Spence. It's just easy to watch. You throw it on, you ain't got shit to do. And then you're like, damn, this shit's actually kind of funny. And it's not like horrible, stupid, like super stupid. It's actually well done. I mean, the Paytons aren't going to do something stupid. And then I just saw that Walden guy is like all these other Marvel and Secret Wars. Like he ain't attaching himself to anything terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would hope not.
Yeah.
You would hope not.
So that's a longer winded kind of what it is. It's got a thing that hits a bunch of folks. But if you're not a big sports fan, then you probably, you're not going to watch it. But if you like some sports or adjacent to it, I would give it a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. And I think that I'll probably check it out. Yeah. Why not? I'll probably put it on at some point.
Easy watch.
Yeah. Like you said, easy watch. I guess when it comes to the character itself, we found out. Did we find out how the mom died? Was it like cancer? I'm assuming it's cancer. It's always fucking cancer.
It's probably cancer, but like they didn't explain it. That you didn't even know that was a thing until the very last scene that we looked at.
Okay, that makes sense. And I wouldn't be surprised if like she was like the big sports person too, especially since like the dad doesn't seem like he's like a sports person when he talks about like, I don't know who Chad Powers is, even though he was like huge in the sports realm, so he probably didn't know. And so I guess it's like also like when you lose like people like that, not jumping ahead at all, but it's like when you're talking about loss and things like that, that does change you a lot. I mean, one big example for me was like Kanye West, or aka Ye. He goes by Ye now. And so when his mom died, that was his big support system. And everybody knows just how well known his mom was, and how in civil rights she was huge as well. And just being she was a literary teacher, I believe, too. And so once you lose somebody who brings in so much for you in your life, it's gonna mess you up, whether it makes you depressed, makes you angry. Like, why did this person get taken away from me so soon? They didn't even get to like meet their grandkids and stuff like that. Like, that's messed up, you know? And even though it's hard to say, like, that's not an excuse for you to be a piece of shit. It's not, but it is an example of, yes, like, this is what happened. And it's not like he had a bad dad. It doesn't seem like he was a bad dad at all. But at the same time, once you are hit with that loss, then you're trying to find something somewhere else. And for him, it was finding glory in sports, that attention in sports. And so a lot of the time, I mean, when we talk about athletes, it's like they want that spotlight, they want that attention to either, you know, provide, or it's either to also get something out of that they never really had, or that they lost. And so I think so far, I think what I've seen is just that Chad, or Russ, is really, you know, that really fucked him up when his mom died. And so, I mean, we all have our stories and how things have turned us into who we are today, whether it be good or bad. And I think that, you know, I think that even though we do have those times where we want to be pieces of shit, you know, you also got to make sure that you're not hurting others in that. And unfortunately, with Chad Powers, and what I saw is that he leaves like a trail of people behind when he does all these bad things. which is like a story within its own thing, because
Mm-hmm.
we've seen that plenty of times
Plenty
in
of
stories where people think like they're doing things for the greater good or just doing things that'll make them famous, but then they leave a trail of people behind in their wake. And yeah,
loss is tough for a lot of folks. And,
yeah,
you know, he keeps talking about all these horrible things that happened to him and getting fisted.
yes,
But when he's talking to his dad at that last scene, he doesn't bring up his mom really dying and how like I'm getting to the pinnacle and then something bad happens.
yeah.
And so I would assume that was the beginning of, maybe it's before he went to college. Yeah, that was the bad thing, that it was ripped from him. And anyone that's had anything ripped from them knows that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be your innocence as a child, maybe with like some type of parental abuse, maybe some unaffirming like care. Maybe you had your artsy side. Maybe you had your girly side with your Barbies. Maybe it was like you didn't want to do sports. Maybe you want to do music. Maybe you wanted to be a drummer. Maybe you're going to be like Pharrell and you're making beats and your parents are like, no, fuck you. Like, you're going to read or you're going to do this, or that you're not doing that. It costs too much.
Yeah.
So you can have that. That can be the origin story of you being unaffirmed.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just kind of slowly end up doing shit like our astrophysicist said that you just don't really like. And then you find yourself later in life like, what am I doing?
Mm-hmm.
And you're just lost.
Yeah.
In that wake, you can mess up a lot of things and a lot of people. I think his story, Chad's or Russell's, is just very common. His is sport related, but everyone has that same vibe where we like hate ourselves for some reason.
Yeah.
And many of my clients that are anxious, they feel like the bad thing will happen. I feel like it's happening. Spence, I know maybe you have, I doubt it. My client said yesterday, he said, Nas, it's like the whole snail theory. I said, what the hell is the snail theory? So let me know if you folks have ever heard of this. But he said, if you look up snail theory meme, it's if you get paid $10 million. And if you get the $10 million, forever a snail with like these superpowers will follow you forever, for eternity. And if you ever stop moving, if it touches you, you die. So you take the money, but you know that this snail, and you just got to just walk one step away and the snail won't touch you, but you know it's always looming. He's like, Nas, I feel like it's always looming. It's always waiting for you. And like, I know when I have something to do in the future or a doctor's appointment or this big meeting or the wedding, it's always looming. I didn't clean the fucking dishes. It's looming. And I can't ever just enjoy the moment. And then I continuously feel like a piece of shit because I can never enjoy the moment because it's looming. The snail is coming for you. So I said that. I like that. Fucking, it's just a legion of snails. And my next client, like late today, goes, what if the snails circle you and you're fucked? And I was like, I guess you die.
Yeah, I guess you're dead there.
How many snails are there? I was like, I don't know, man. I didn't create this fucking analogy.
Right.
So that's what we're thinking about, the grief, the sadness.
Yeah.
Some people just don't know that they're screwing things up, Spence. They just don't know.
Yeah.
As we look at like some of these scenes, right, you keep seeing like the theme of the dad, and like obviously the dad means a lot. I assume his connection with his mom's really good, and that's why he leans on the dad, but maybe she was the sports guy because he doesn't know nothing. All he is not a cosmetologist, but he does prosthetics for movies. Like he's on a Spielberg's movies all the time, they say.
Yeah, like makeup person.
Yeah. So he don't care about that, but he just says at the end, like, you just tried so hard and I'm just happy that you're trying.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm assuming sports came easy to him. Like, there, and a lot of times when you have people who like sports come easy, like they don't work as hard because they're like, I don't need to try. I don't need to try that. And then with that comes like an ego.
You could.
And, a lot of the time when you have those like natural athletes, they just have this huge ego on them and they're just like, I know I'm the best. What's happening? But then it's like one day they get outworked and they're like, shit, well, fuck this. I'm not going to do this anymore because I don't want to. And they automatically like give up because they've never had to like actually like work, grind for what they want. And so I just think that Chad Powers has this. I mean, a lot of athletes have this because they just think their shit don't stink. And but then once you do see like these players and these just anybody who like puts in the work and does it over, they get like a humbleness to them because they're like, damn, I worked my ass off to get here.
Yeah.
And sometimes they can, like, a lot of the time they can enjoy the moments that they have in those sports. While I think that when you have those natural athletes, they don't get to enjoy as much the sports because they're like, I do this easy anytime. It's like going to the Super Bowl, dude. Like, that's not an easy thing at all. But for some people, they just don't relish in the moment because they feel like they can get back there. But then once it's gone, what happens? Then that's all they had, and they can't go back to that.
So there's a scene we didn't show where he's sitting down after he just gets kicked out or gets his contract rescinded from the XFL because like the kid with cancer dies, and so they bring up his name and like, we can't hire this guy.
Yeah.
He's sitting down on his couch and he's leaving this voice memo for these kids like on Instagram, and he's like, man, you get to play football and you get to be quarterback number 1. And he just sits there quietly. He's like, I just really hope you enjoy it, young man. And then the screen kind of blacks out. And you can just see like the misery that he didn't get to enjoy those moments because he was such a turd.
Yeah.
Probably leading from the traumatic experience with mom. There's some interesting show if you actually look at the mental health aspect of it.
Right.
In community. At the end of the day, it's kind of like a Thunderbolt vibe. Community ends up healing.
Yeah.
It does. What we got? We got that first scene there. Obviously, it's the football thing. Don't really need to go into that other than the huge mistake on
which has happened before. Like, we've seen it and happen before in real life, where they celebrate too early and it's happened. I think this year
a million times. It happened like 3 times this year.
It happens all the time where they just like they drop the ball before they get in. It's like, bro, all you gotta do is just that. But no, they drop it before they get in. Happens all the time.
Literally, I swear to God, I think it's happened 2 or 3. It happened twice in one weekend in college football. And then it cost some people the games, I think, in the pro this year. So it happens. And then he compounded the injury because the self-hatred, he was overstimulated. So some of the folks should understand that as you're overwhelmed.
Yeah.
And then someone's messing with you, trying to talk to you, right? And you're in a horrible space, horrible space. Someone tries to pull you out of that space. And then you make one of the worst mistakes that you could do is like punch a fan or someone or touch anyone, put your hands on anyone.
Yeah.
And then Kirk Herbstreit goes into the wheelchair because the cancer kid is there. He's like,
right there. You're my favorite player.
Oh my God. And then he just screams because he knows he's screwed.
Yeah.
I don't know how you come back from that. So, and mentally you don't come back from that.
I mean, look, when we have athlete, like when you're an athlete on that level, it's like you always have the spotlight on you. I remember watching the Michael Jordan, The Last Dance documentary, right? And this dude literally can't go outside of his hotel room. And now this is Michael Jordan, right? This is the biggest athlete of all time. And like this dude can't even go outside his hotel room because he has so many fans watching him. He can't do anything because people are always constantly watching him. Now, if he has a bad day, they're going to see that bad day. They're going to see it. And he had plenty of bad days and people got to see it and then they scrutinize him. But when you're like a college kid, you're not going to know what the fuck to do about that. Like someone tap on your shoulder as you, because of you lose the bowl game and essentially lose your future. But to him, he's losing his future. But then once he does this, you definitely lost his future.
Gone. Everything.
You know, it's like some people go, you know what, he's screwed up, but you know, he'll come back. You're not thinking about that. You're not thinking about like, oh, maybe they'll understand. Like, no, as an athlete, it's either you win or you lose. And especially if you screw up like that, it's like you lost because of you. And he's just, you're in that moment. You're not going to be like, oh, well, you know what? I'll get over this one day.
No.
You're like, no, I'm so fucking pissed. Like, why are you tapping on my shoulder right now? I know your kid's got cancer, but dude, give me like,
moment.
Give me a minute. Like,
yes,
you're
happened. Right. So it's the dad's fault. It wasn't his fault. Russell was in the right to hit him. I'm joking.
I mean, you know,
like that guy.
I don't blame him because you know what? I'm sorry, but like, hey man, don't be a dick to my kid. Like, bro, can I have like a minute to like try
Worst
and
moment in my
get
life.
over this?
Yeah.
Like I'm sorry your kid's got cancer, but bro, give me a
Facts.
minute.
A minute. And so obviously it's over dramatic. Like that probably is not going to happen where the kid's right there in the end zone, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But let's take it with a neurodivergent lens. That's what we do here. And that's why I brought that scene up, because you see this moment where you're trying to like be, okay, no, let me just give you real stories.
Yeah.
Clients tell me all the time, I'm sick of my parents. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. And I don't know why I keep freaking out. Well, you keep freaking out because they keep forcing you with force to do this one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And none of us do well when we're forced, pulled, captured into doing the one thing.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. Our nervous systems just get electrified and they tell us to run. And I told this to many of clients, they're like, Nas, I just feel like running. I don't know what to do other than run. Some people it's run, some people it's fight, some people it's just curl up in a ball. But it's telling them to run. And so in that moment, his nervous system is on fire.
Mm.
Imagine us neurodivergent self, someone pulling us into the realm and you're like, no, wait. You react. It's terrible. Everyone's looking at you. So from a neurodivergent lens, like I can see this happening with like many of my clients, especially if it's a more higher support needs kids. You're trying to force them to do something. My homie, that shit ain't gonna work. If you've got one of my ADHD kids, Spence, and they're grinding on their homework or they're focused on their video game, and you're like, hey, come over here. It's like, God damn it, Mom, leave me alone. It's called oppositional defiance, they call it, but it's not really not defiance. It's like this deregulation. So they call it pathological demand avoidance, where I was always labeled as being oppositional or defiant or just like angry, aggressive. In actuality, it's your nervous system that deregulates and you just need a second. My brother's the same way. Can't be hurried. When you ask my brother to hurry, then he just goes slower. Then he gets like more angry and then he gets frustrated because he's trying to do the thing, but he can't really do it faster.
Right.
And then he blows up, then you blow up. So long as you're calm, he's calm. But if you start tweaking, then he's going to eventually tweak and then he's going to snap on you and then everything's done. We can't do shit the rest of the day.
Right.
Right. So there's levels to this. So that's why, again, why I picked that scene and why I picked maybe some of these other scenes or technically the ending scene.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that. Like I didn't mean to break down. I didn't mean to swear at you. I didn't mean to say, go blank yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't mean to lash out or to fight or to run. Some of my clients, Spence, don't even remember freaking out. Like the blackout is so bad, they don't remember the freak out. They're like, Nas, I don't know.
Yeah.
So what'd you do? I don't know. I just remember when I finally came to, I was sitting on my bed in a ball crying.
Mm-hmm.
Like, holy shit, are you okay? Yeah. Is everyone else okay? Yeah. Did you self-harm? No. Okay. So those can be intense moments. What is the second scene? It says dad, people.
His dad calling him. Or he calls his dad.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
This is after some stuff like with the teammates.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, this isn't going to work. He's like, I need to go back to California. So he looks up the route in his cyber truck.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm on my way back home. And then dad's like, wait a minute. He's like, I thought you killed yourself. And it's like, Spencer was like, oh shit. And he's like, yeah, Dad, why didn't you call me? And he was like, that's a good point. And he's like, because you're a piece of shit and I pretty much hate you. You stole money from me. That was the only reason why I was going to call. That sucks. That maybe you're at your lowest and then someone knows that you're at your lowest and then you don't check in or check up on them. I guess if they're doing in your good graces, then you should check up on them. But if they're on the outs for some reason, or they've been using you, like Chad has been using, or Russell's been using his dad, then you're not going to check in.
Yeah.
And it goes, people don't change. And you just see him hurt. People don't change. So then he's like, I'm always going to be a piece of shit to my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got to think about, he's probably thinking about his mama too in that moment. And he's like, I'm just never going to change. You're right. More of that mama stuff's going to come up in the next season. Guarantee it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Most definitely.
Guarantee it.
They'll probably have flashbacks.
100%.
$100 says that they're going to have her in the fucking hospital bed. dying of cancer. It always happens. They love this big C. It's like either she got cancer or she died in an accident. It's one or the other.
There you go.
It always how it goes.
I love the big C.
Jesus. That's D for you. So.
You could have added some other letters.
D. Where that big old D.
The big old BB.
Jesus.
God. A sad moment turned gay.
Yeah, well.
It's my favorite.
I think that like
What's
this
that?
story has a lot of familiarity when it comes to like addiction stories and stuff like that. I think that he like a lot of the times when you have addiction stories, they talk about how they would use people around them and not any type of reciprocation or anything like that because they were focusing on themselves and just what they wanted. Instead of drugs, I think that he's focused more on like his fame or just being in football. Like football is his like drug that he likes to use, and whatever he has to do or whoever he has to go through, then he's going to do that in order to get to where he wants to be, not necessarily where anybody else wants him to be. And so I feel like in this, like he's using a lot of people in order for his own gain. And it's for me, it seems like very relevant, especially when you talk about like addiction and stuff like that.
Yeah. In the next scene, that's when they're in the hospital and he's talking to his boy, or no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Because I put like he wants to call his dad.
Yeah.
Because his boy just like shit on him. He's like, you know what? You are a piece of shit, and people do know you, and they're just like sick of you.
Yeah.
And then he has to sit there with that pain, that misery, and he wants to call his dad, and then he doesn't because you know his dad's like ain't got nothing to say to him.
Yeah.
And so when you talk about the addiction, yep, that makes sense. I also think about what's going to be said in a later scene is I think he wants that fame, that notoriety, because he's trying to fill up that bubble left by his mama, I would assume, like love. He just wants to be loved. He wants happiness.
Yeah.
That last scene was perfect. I actually like that we talked about it first because it makes the whole episode make more sense. I like Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Chad has friends. Chad likes people.
Mm-hmm.
Chad is a good person. Chad is happy. He goes, Chad is just happy. And it's like, holy fuck, man. Like, he just wanted deep connection and love. And he thought fame and notoriety would be it. You see him on all these other assholes in the world. The money, the glitz and the glam. That's when the hot tour girl comes in.
Yeah.
You know, the popping bottles. And then like a lot of athletes and other famous people, they realize that people never really cared about you. They're just using you because you're giving away money.
Right.
That old saying where I always say, you know who your friends are at the bottom, right? Because your friends are the people that you were at the bottom with, not they at the top. I'll show you who your friends are. You starve together, you eat together. That's like a saying that's said quite often. You grind together, you eat together. A lot of the folks at the top, they never saw any of that hard stuff you went through. A lot of folks like to use people, especially when I hear about these other big cities that have clients in, like Miami, Chicago, California. They'll be like, dude, these people are just like looking for notoriety and like a free ticket, like a little sugar daddy, sugar mama.
Yeah.
Like that's fucking terrifying, bro.
Yeah.
To make sure that you surround yourself with like decent humans. Dude was looking for love. He just did everything possible to fuck it up.
Yeah.
Like everything possible to fuck it up. Even technically creating Chad Powers was like maniacal.
It's true. It's like when Johnny Knoxville pretended to be mentally disabled in The Ringer. It's like, what the fuck, dude? But he was doing it for a good cause. He was doing it for Stavi.
He
was doing it
was.
for fucking Stavi,
He
man.
was.
Get his fingers back attached, or else he wasn't gonna be able to work.
Hey,
if you met a gardener with no fingers, it's not good.
Facts. What about that's how Johnny Knoxville's got he's bringing Fear Factor back. I don't know if you saw
Yeah,
that.
watched the first episode. It was actually pretty good.
Oh, for real? Johnny Knoxville's a funny dude, bro.
He is. He's a very funny dude, and like they made it more like reality TV show ish, like a house. Like they have them in a house. It's not just like contestants being like, "Do this," and then we'll move on. But no, it's like they're in a house,
doing stuff.
and already there's drama, of course. But yeah, it's pretty good so far. I think the
Interesting.
next episode's out tonight or tomorrow. So
Okay.
Fear Factor. Go watch the new season.
There you go. I was in the gym the other day and I heard a commercial for it. I'm like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
Fear Factor's back.
Yeah.
There you go. Where we at? Scene 4.
Mm-hmm.
What is scene 4?
That was talks about fisting.
That's what that says. Chad freak out. So he's practicing his signature because he goes to sign the football for this kid with leukemia, and he signs it Russell, and then he has to fill in the entire fucking football with marker. And he's like, the kid's like, it's fine. He's like, nah, man, I'm gonna color the whole thing for you. I'm gonna color it all. Mm-hmm. So he's working on his autograph so that way he doesn't get found out.
Yeah.
And that's when he says, like, you're screwed. And like, there's this new me and everything's going good. So one of my clients, and I don't remember who, but they said, Nas, I'm just terrified. I said, oh, I know who it is. Hispanic dude. He goes, Nas, I'm just worried about the fucking. I was like, the fucking? He's like, yes. I was like, so one more time. Say it one more time.
It's just a big orgy. It's like, what?
He's like, it's, when you're doing good and you're terrified that something bad's going to happen, that.
I
was like, oh, valid. This is random. I forgot to say something I was going to. Spencer, you said that grief kills, it literally devastates people. We just did that podcast with the 3D printing guy, the Frank Lee, and that was it was about, grief and his family member passing away.
Yeah.
His dad. Someone just commented, shout out to Justin that's been following us literally for 3 or 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
I know that you said that you were struggling with that, and I know you said this is the month that your family member passed. I know that you watch the content. Thank you for always supporting us. Really sad that you're having to deal with that. I know being autistic is really hard for us to deal with that. So my heart goes out to you, homie. You commented that last night. So
very nice.
Yes. Shout out, Justin. Take care of yourself. But as we get into this scene, it's just that fear that the doom is coming, that the snail is coming for you and going to kill you. I feel like this all the time. As soon as I do good, as soon as I start the company, as soon as I quit my job, I'm going to be fucked. As soon as I do my taxes, going to prison. As soon as I pass my exam, they're going to catch me for cheating. It's like, I didn't cheat on that shit. Or did I? You always feel like you're going to get got. And I have a lot of autistic clients, ADHD too, that have not only just the fearful, normal stuff like me and you may have, but they have what we call very intrusive thoughts. So that they're going to die, that someone else that they love is going to die. Theirs is amplified. And then that makes them almost unable to go outside because they think that something bad's going to happen. They think that they can visualize and see themselves crashing in their car. They can see that their husband, their partner, their friend dies in the car. And this can cause a lot of destabilization. And my client, I've been working with someone, dude, I don't know, 3 years. They just randomly just threw in there yeah, man, I have intrusive thoughts. They just threw it in there at the end of a session. I was like, what do you mean? Well, yeah, no, I'd just be feeling like everyone gonna die around me. I'm like, we gotta talk about this more. They're like, okay. I was like, how long has this been happening? My entire life. Why haven't we talked about it? Because I thought that was normal. No, that's not. You shouldn't watch your family burn in a blaze in a car. Oh, okay. Yeah, we should talk about this. I got clients that are scared when their parents go on vacation. When they got on airplanes. I have the intrusive thoughts where I see a fire and I'm like, I should put my hand in this fire.
Jesus Christ.
My God, the one time I remember being in my dad's fucking GMC pickup. It was the cigarette push-in things.
Yeah.
So I pushed it in. I'm like, I wonder what it would if I just burn my finger on this. So of course I turn it and I fucking shove my finger and burn myself. I'm like, you fucking idiot. And I still got the burn mark on the finger too. It's just burning my fingerprints off.
It's good. They won't be able to.
How stupid are you? I'm pretty stupid.
I burnt my fingertip off. Easy shit.
Been having some interesting conversations with clients recently, Spence, about the political stuff going on and ICE and self-defense. And we may have talked about firearms. And the client was like, I'm not comfortable with that because I've been depressed and I don't want to get into that. I'm like, valid. I said, when I first got mine, that shit was trippy for like the first like half year, like seeing it there and knowing it's there. And like, oh my God, if I get depressed, am I going to like pull this thing out? Right. It's a very intrusive thing that you think, and it is bad. The worst case scenario, trust me, I thought that.
Yeah.
And then now it's fine. Like you get used to it. And like, I don't have those intrusive thoughts anymore. It's just an object in the house for self-defense. I know some of you may not agree with that. You may not want to watch the pod because of that. And that's completely fine. I believed after January 6th, 2020 or 2021, that this was the appropriate thing to do, to have one.
Yeah.
And I advise people to arm themselves if needed. And some of you will not agree with that. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I said, yeah, I have intrusive thoughts about that shit too. Not anymore, but it did freak me out for a while. I'm like, holy shit, am I depressed? I'm like, no, I'm fine. I'm just tripping. So him here, I've never heard this. Like he feels like he's being fisted from God. Like, what was your thought when you heard that? Because I saw your eyebrows going like, what?
Of course. Well, I just thought of like, makes sense. Analogy. I mean, makes sense. But I think that, it's like when you have intrusive thoughts and things like that, you have to also make sure that like those things aren't real, and that even if like they do pop in your head, you're just like, no, and then kind of go forward. Now, not everybody can do that, obviously, but I think that for people that can, it's just because you do hear or kind of see things in your mind, it doesn't mean anything really. Not because we're all human beings, and it's the only time when you start acting on it is when it starts to get serious, and then you obviously should seek help. But like if you feel like you should seek help because you're seeing those things, go for it. But I don't know, for me it's the things where I just brush it off, and it's like it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, those things are gonna hold me back to what I have to do and what I need to get done. And if I just keep on replaying those things in my mind over and over again and just like stew on it, then sometimes that's when things actually start to become reality, is when you start to like focus on those or hyper fixate on those things that you feel like you don't want to happen, right? And it's like, and this is shout out to Iron Man and shit, but we talked about it. It's like, for Iron Man and shit, like he saw this vision of people dying around him, and so he did things to protect himself and the others, but at the same time it made him stray away from others, and it actually separated him even more. And so there's this mindset that you are separating yourself so that then those people don't get hurt, but at the end of the day you're just hurting yourself, and then that's gonna fuck you up even more, make you even more paranoid. It's gonna make you more just think about these things and all that.
Yep.
I don't know. I think that it also, I'm never going, like when we talked about like kings and shit, that, or like Julius Caesar, who was paranoid, but for good reason, because they're at this higher power than everybody else. I'm not going to be at that point where I'm going to be in penthouse suites and shit like that. I'm not going to be president and all that stuff. So for myself, I like, who the fuck is coming after me? Why would they want to come after me? You know what I'm saying? I'm still paranoid, but that doesn't mean like I'm gonna, that doesn't mean that that I'm any better than everybody else, and that means that I'm going to like just be like, hey, you know what? These people are trying to kill me. No, they're not. Like, who the fuck cares about me?
Yeah.
Just a guy doing a podcast.
Sit in reality.
Yeah.
You're having people sit in reality, do what they need to do to regulate. Don't hate yourself for the thoughts, but also navigate through them, because it's when they have the thoughts, it's when they freak out and then they obsess about them. But it's really hard for people to sit in that damn logic, boy. And that logic, and that's the whole thing in therapy, is getting them to sit and know that these are lies that you're telling yourself.
Yeah.
or if that hyperphantasia that kicks in, which we had a long time ago, that podcast we did with the book girly. I forgot what that book was called. Elsa's World, maybe? Issa's World? Something like that.
Yeah.
Is that you start seeing it. And it's when my kids see it, it's tough. And it's like the paranoia is a protective factor, like we talked about with the astrophysicist guy.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, you don't need it anymore. You just don't, because we're not fighting those demons.
Mm-hmm.
And there's ways to systematically attack it. And if we need medication and SSRI for folks that are too hypervigilant, then we can do that.
Mm-hmm.
And like some of my other clients currently, we got to do the deep trauma therapy to make you trust humans, to give you that community.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember, we'll get to it. But recently a kid said, Naz, one of my friends said that I changed their lives. And like, because of me, not me, but them, like they're getting therapy now and they're working on their trauma and all their shit. And it's because of me. And I said, well, did you cry? She said, I didn't cry. I said, wow. I said, why is it wow? I said, normally people cry with me when I say good things about them because they don't believe it. I say, oh, you're a good person. You're fantastic. This is awesome. You're so smart, blah, blah, blah. And they don't believe it when you say they're a good person or they've done good things. But when they do believe it, you see like this like shitty grin. They're like, I know, this is awesome. They're like excited about it. I said, maybe you actually believe the shit that she told you. And a lot of my kids right now, Spence, the intrusive thought is the world sucks. We're going to get nuked. ISIS kidnapping people, beating up kids, blah, blah, blah. And it's all kind of valid. Like shit's just kind of crazy right now. And they always feel, I thought a kid was racist. Not racist. I thought he was definitely Republican. I was like, this motherfucker's Republican and shit. He ended up being the sweetest boy. I've known him for years. And he's like, man, this ICE shit is crazy, man. He's like, I don't know what to do anymore as a white dude. Like, he's like, he's like, a lot of these people, these Germans watch shit happen. And he's like, I don't want to be one of them fucking guys that just watch shit happen. He's like, what should I do? So we walked about things that he could do and advocate and help out. He's like, I ain't no fucking protester, bro. And I'm not, putting up stupid ass shit on my Instagram. But he's like, I want to actually do something. So we talked about it.
Yeah.
And so with this girl, same vibe it used to be. And so now we show that we're having an impact on people.
Mm-hmm.
And we're helping people become better, stronger people.
Yeah.
It's cool to know I'm a part of that too. Because I got her to a place where she can get to the other girl to a place. It's a trickle down effect. But it calms the thoughts that she sucks, that she's worthless, that she'll never be able to contribute anything to the world. I'm like, I said, homie, maybe me and you are not even in the real story, the main story. Because she thinks it's her story, right? I'm the side character. I said, bitch, maybe it's me and you are the side characters in her fucking story. She's like, it actually makes me feel a lot calmer. I said, why? Because now I already did my part in her story. I'm good.
It's done.
It's done. My part is done. I tell her that all the time, or other people all the time, not her. I said, I feel like when I help someone, I'm like, is my part of their story done? Like, can I die now in the chapter? And then if I don't die, then maybe it is my story, but is it not my story? I get real weird sometimes.
What?
Let death come get me. My dad just waiting with me. Did I tell you the water heater story?
No.
I was changing the water heater one day before we got it replaced because the pilot light went out.
Yeah.
And he's just standing there with him. I'm like, Dad, what are you doing? He's like, no, I'm just going to hang out here with you. Like, I got it, bro. It's fine. Like, close the door. It's cold out here. And he's like, I'm going to be real with you. I said, what's up, Pop? He said, if this motherfucker blows up, I'm going to die with you. I was like,
okay.
I was like, am I going to die doing this, Dad? He's like, you could.
Yeah, you never know.
You know you stupid, boy. And then I told this to someone the other day, and they're like, wasn't your brother in the house? So he's just left alone? I was like, hopefully he dies too. I don't know how the story ends.
Yeah, everybody just dies together. Yeah, that's great.
Fucking water heater. All right. What we got left? We got scene 5.
Yes. The coach's wife one.
Oh. Yeah, the coach's wife. We already kind of touched on this. He like feels like he's a piece of shit, and she's like, you need to calm down. You athletes, you people are so serious. And he's like, this game means a lot.
Yeah.
These football games mean a lot to people.
Yeah.
Oh no, it wasn't you. It was me and Salim and homeboy from Chicago. there was some dude in the stands. No, maybe it was you, Spence. Remember we went to a Bears? We went to a Bears game, right? Yeah. Remember this dude was in there like, I need this. Do you remember that?
Yeah. And it was also against the Vikings.
Yes. And it was like a 4 field goal game. It was a terrible game.
Yeah, it was not good at all. It was windy as shit.
And the dude sounded so depressed. He was like, I needed this. And I'm like, oh my God, people like need that shit, bro.
Yeah. People think like it's just amazing how people want to act like sports just like are these things that's just like a pastime, but it's like it's an actual life for people. Like everything else. But like it's also hilarious because like people, you know, it's just the same way as like, you know, anime to somebody else. Like these things are huge, but like they give a scoff to like sports or whatever, and vice versa. Be like, oh, some kid shit. But you know, I think when you get into fandom, it's like this is your life. This is what you grew up with. This is what you want to raise your kids as. I mean, you want your kids to be the same sports fans as you, and it just goes down the line that way. And people, it's like a generational thing of sports, and it's been in our lives for a long time. I mean, sports have been just
a connector.
Yeah, a connector of communities. I mean, going back to like Roman times when they had the gladiators and shit, like that was the first really iteration of sports and the Coliseum and all that. And we want to act like sports are just like, oh, fucking jocks and shit. But sports is actually, like you said, a connector for everybody.
It's sad. Your team loses, people cry.
It sucks.
People win, people cry.
Yeah.
And so when he says that game meant a lot to a lot of people, I'm not only thinking about him, his father, everyone that was Oregon fans. You're thinking maybe the people that bet on the game. You're thinking also maybe about his mom as well too. It means a lot to a lot of people. And then he goes, I deserve everything. I deserve all the horribles in the world. A lot of my clients say that. And that, Spence, even with the face, this bullshit. You don't deserve that. What you deserve is happiness. It's the only true thing that you should have coming towards you. I feel like everyone, my clients, I can hear some of them, you don't deserve it. No, fuck yeah. You should have happiness. You shouldn't have to earn happiness. That should be something that is like given to you just being born in this shit ass world. And then life is just tough. You're born in certain places, certain genders, certain things. It's just tough. And then you can't get happiness. But I like that. She's trying to tell this very depressed man, you deserve happiness. And then you see him in the next scene become like kind of like weird and like kind of psychotic. Like, I am Chad Powers. And it's like, okay, this is
not good.
This is not good.
I'm going to kill myself.
Yeah, that was intense.
I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to kill
Russ.
Kill this side of me.
Yes.
You know? I'm killing Russ. I'm not actually killing myself.
So metaphorically, right? Like you could kill, okay, I'm going to kill the addict side of me. I'm going to kill the depressed side of me.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it, but that doesn't actually work like that, because that's actually how you fuck yourself up more, because now you demonize the parts of you that were damaged instead of like affirming them and moving. So you can stop writing stories for that person, but I wouldn't kill off that character, because the character's always there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're always going to be there.
They're always there, my guy.
Addiction is
always
something
there.
you get rid of.
Yeah, you don't just kill it.
It's on itch.
Actually,
it is. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
It kind of reminds me of all these fitness influencers. Like, I killed the fat man inside of me, and now I'm just this skinny ass bitch. Look at my ass. It's like, stop. Like, aren't you miserable, you fat fucks, at the beginning of the year? I'm like, fuck you guys, man. Fuck you guys.
Man, it's funny. It's just,
those influencers are so bad, man. I'm just like, you guys.
You know what's? I was getting gas today. I was getting gas, and you know how they have like TV screens on the gas station. There's this one dude on there. His name was like Tank or whatever, and he was like, "So in this one part, like this town was going to get rid of this bus station. It was going to eliminate it,
Okay.
but then there was one student that was writing on it, so they decided not to do it. And then all of a sudden, this dude goes, "Yeah, well, you know what? That's great and all, but I actually had to walk to school uphill. I had to walk uphill 2 times to school. That's how I did it." So, and then it just ended, and you're like, "The fuck is this guy talking about? This is so He's like, I had to walk uphill back like to school and shit, back both ways." It's like, first of all, it doesn't make sense. If you go uphill one way, that means you're going downhill another. Like, was your fucking house like in the middle of hills? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Fucking idiot Tank. I hope he watches this because you're a fucking moron, Tank.
You depressed fuck.
Like, why are you like there? You had a story about this kid who had to ride a bus, and then they were gonna eliminate the bus, but they decided not to. He's just like, you know what? I had to walk to school. Okay.
Yeah.
This is why I was getting my gas.
So see that you just gave the point. It's one of those older generational trauma. They like, if I went through it, if I got my ass beat, I'm beating your ass. What?
It wasn't that much older. Like, buses were a thing, bro. Like, you could have taken a bus.
Yeah.
And even if you didn't, bro, like, who cares? It's not about you. The story ain't about you. It's not about your trauma. It's not about all this shit. Go speak to a therapist, Tank.
You want? Let the kid have the thing.
all they had to do was be like, oh yeah, this is a great story. But no, this guy made it about himself. I had to it kept repeating, so I had to watch it. I was just like, why is this guy like such an asshole?
Because it gets people to talk? I don't fucking know. That's weird. Because normally when I go to the gas station, it's like that Spanish chick. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. She's in everything.
What the fuck is she?
Maria Menounos. She is. There's this great. All right, so there's this part in what was it? It was the Pentaveret. It was a show by Mike Myers.
Yeah.
And then they had her in everything. She's like, this is Maria Menounos.
That's right. I remember that.
They had her in it just like how she's in every fucking gas station television screen.
So weird.
So hilarious. Hey, she probably get big money for that shit, bro.
I know.
Gas stations, they pay big money.
Probably.
Yeah.
It's always weird, those little fucking TVs. You think they would tell you like the weather or some shit?
I mean, hey, if Guy Fieri's making fucking food for them.
Yep.
Oh God, it must give you the worst shits all time.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
Fucking Guy Fieri's fucking barbecue chicken sandwich. Ugh.
What do we got? So yeah, that was a scene there. Just deserving love. We could pivot into one of the last scenes, or second to last, is like the whole. If God, what did he say? He's like, I'm Chad Powers. He said in the scene earlier, but I still got the same butthole. Means God's gonna find it.
Yeah, he'll find that butthole.
And fist it. And so you see him talking to his friend after everything just bad happened.
Yeah.
And he just had sex with the coach's wife. And the coach ends up having a heart attack and like dying in the hospital, and everything's going to shit. And he's like, yeah, dude, they figured it out. My pastors finally came to get me. I'm bad luck. I'm toxic. My clients would say I'm a burden. I'm crazy. That if I am around you, I will just leave a firestorm of hell around everything. So I should just cut myself off from you because I am just so mentally unstable and ill. And that's how my clients think about it. So I thought about him in that moment. And then his boy's like, hey man, we're going to figure this out. You got me now. Maybe we go talk to your dad. My dad doesn't love me. He's like, maybe he will. Maybe this chat, you're a different person now.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm always telling people, Spence, like, you're different now. You're mature now. You have the coping skills now. You have medication now. Well, I think I'm going to fuck everything up in school or my job. But you have disability, like, resources now. You have accommodations now. I'm like, my guy, we got the earbuds. Like, we got so much. You've got me in your corner. I told someone, I said, sign the releases of information. That way, in case you do get locked up in the Looney Tunes bin with Freddy Krueger and all them other motherfuckers on the raft and Spider-Man. If you get locked up in what's the other one called in DC? There's the Raft and Spider-Man, and then what's it in the DC? It's called where they lock up all the crazy people.
Oh, Arkham Asylum.
Arkham, they lock you up in Arkham Asylum. You ain't gonna rot in there like forever because no one's gonna find you because now everyone's got my number, your family, and so they hit me up. I get you out. I said, I get you out, kid.
That's right.
Depending on what you did, I get you out. Mm-hmm. ChatGPT lawyered him a letter.
Yeah, when we think about like these things, like
what's up?
That are, mentally getting to us, like, can't we also see like the silliness of like some of this shit? Like, can you imagine like going to Arkham and being locked up with Joker? Be like, I swear to God, I'm normal. Like, I think they actually did have an episode of the Batman animated series where like a normal guy went to like Arkham or some shit, and like he was just like getting fucked with everybody. It's just like I swear I didn't do anything like that bad.
Remember,
but, like,
go ahead.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
No. Okay, I was gonna say there's an episode in Brooklyn Nine-Nine where that bad guy and they have to.
Yeah.
Is that one black dude from the Allstate commercials and they have to leave like the hospital and he's like, they make everyone act crazy and then he's like, I swear I'm normal, and then they all act crazy, right? And then you just you look crazy no matter what.
Yeah.
If you're in there, you look crazy.
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? It's just like I hope that we get to a point where we kind of see some of these things like as like the really bad ones is like just silliness in us and just going like, hey, you know what, that was crazy, but at the same time, like we just need to keep on going through it because there's no fucking way that's happening, right? Like I think like I had a thing of where like I thought sharks were gonna eat me in a fucking pool. Like it's a real people had this. Like I swear to God,
you had
so
this.
Many
I always thought something was gonna bring me down, but I always feel like that shark is there, bro.
Yeah, like for some reason, like there's no fucking way a shark is gonna be in your pool.
It could.
But for some reason, you're just like swimming. You're just like,
bro. You do that quick look like you raise your feet up in the pool. Like, damn, let me not put my feet too low.
Like, I don't want to get eaten and shit. Like,
or what about when it's late at night and like you hear something, then you put the covers over your head? Like they're not gonna stab you through the blanket. Like,
I know.
They're not gonna see my fat ass in the blanket. Like I wonder what this fat piece of shit is.
Yeah, it's like it's totally ridiculous that these things could happen.
Totally.
But it's like there's something inside of us that makes us go like there's a chance. Like there's a little bit of a chance that we could go like fucking there, right? But there are also realistic ones where it's just like that shit could happen, especially people of color with ice and shit, like it's snatching you up, like that shit. That's real.
Women on the street getting snatched by dudes and shit. That's real. Yep.
That's real. I never make fun of anybody who's like, I never make fun of, especially women who go like, I could get kidnapped, like because I'm just like, you could.
Happens all the time. Black and brown little girls. My dad just talked to me about a couple brown little girls getting kidnapped the other day. Shit happens.
Yeah,
that's real.
It happens. So that's real. But it's like, some of that silly shit where it's just like a whole gang of motherfuckers are gonna try to kick down my door. So I'm gonna shoot them all down. You're like, bro, that ain't gonna happen. Who do you got? Are you tied to any gang members?
I thought a clown was gonna reach out from under my bed and grab my leg every day.
Hey, man. Hey, that's why I don't even have a fucking.
Bro, I be jumping in bed.
I don't even have a bed. Bro, I don't even fuck with a bed, bro.
I'll be freewheeling in that bitch every night.
Oh, we going? Apparently, all you gotta do now is have happy thoughts, and that's why that's how Pennywise dies. So hey, happy thoughts.
There you go.
Yeah, his only fucking kryptonite is friendship, apparently.
Damn.
So,
okay.
Hey, yeah.
That might be something to talk about for a pod.
I mean, by the way, like, because I don't watch these fucking movies because they're scary movies.
I know.
Because of, I don't want to get freaked out.
Yeah.
But like,
and I'm always worried that they're pedophiles too. The clowns. I always feel like a clown's gonna like assault
no, they just
you.
eat them. They don't fucking.
I feel like they also do stuff.
I don't think they do stuff. I think.
Like, why are you rubbing my head, bitch?
Like, yeah, you like that? Like, whoa. Wow,
am I comfortable with
don't
you
be
now?
a pedophile clown, all right?
Why am I purring?
That's why I like Vecna. Everybody was like, damn, let's do a pedophile? What the fuck? Like,
no, I don't know.
He
yet.
wasn't touching them. He was not touching them.
Okay.
But he was like, kidnapping kids. That's pretty You're like halfway there, you know?
Yeah. Like
But-
that creepy ass Chuck E. Cheese show. That shit was creepy, bro.
Chuck E.
Five
Cheese
Nights
show.
at Freddy's.
You always mix up shows and
That's a
movies
Chuck
that
E.
I'm
Cheese
just
ass
like,
show, bro.
It's a movie.
It's a movie. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's a Chuck E. Cheese movie. And like they're all, I saw a kid for Halloween dressed up in a mask. I'm like, your parent, I need to go talk to your parents.
Like, you
Because
need to be grounded.
you technically know that your son was serial killed by a pedophile.
Yeah.
I don't think you know who the man. Well, he would kidnap the
I
kids.
thought he just killed children.
It sounds like a pedophile to me. You got if you killing someone 16-year-old, 18 or older, not 16.
Sorry. I'm like, damn, what state you in?
Alabama.
Oh shit.
Southern.
I should say that because Minnesota's 16 and up.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, damn, what the fuck? I
It's
thought we were
fine.
supposed to be Northerners here. What the
It's
fuck?
fine.
Anyways, but like, you know, I think
You're right.
18 and up, you know, I only kill the adults. Okay. I only kill the harder ones to kill because it's a nice, you know,
I like a challenge.
it's a nice challenge. For
Oh my God, what movie was that? Oh, have you seen the new show of Dexter?
Yes.
That shit was
Yeah,
wild.
yeah.
Like,
That was great.
Yeah, those villains in there were crazy.
Yeah, that was fucking insane. Also, I mean, we'll do that one because I liked how Dexter from the season before saw his
New blood.
ways, and instead of trying to make his kid more like him, he was like, you know what, Harrison, I'm gonna stop doing that, and I'm just gonna let you find your own path and stuff. I thought it was a good scene, so we'll probably do that.
We got to do it. We've been saying we're going to do this for so long. We got to do
I mean,
it.
we can say we'd do it Dexter for a long time.
Yeah, Dexter, I know.
you know.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, but yeah. So
Intrusive thoughts.
Intrusive thoughts. And
They're
are there
not real.
sharks in the pool? Maybe.
Trust me, my guy, I've done everything in the book to get my clients to stop believing this stuff. And
I
so
mean,
that's
yeah,
why I was
no.
like,
It's not easy.
let me sign the forms for you. Because now if it does happen, I got you. And I saw the client go like this.
Yeah.
Because now they know they're not just going to be locked up. Like, I mean, one phone call and then I can go talk. It's never going to happen anyways.
Yeah.
But if I can ease that snail trying to murder you, if I can step on it, if I can just put a pencil in front of it. Jesus Christ. Last scene we already talked about a crap ton. Is the whole redemption arc, full circle.
Mhm.
He is no longer being fisted by God. He is now embracing his father and talking about the pain and trials and love, connection, friends. And so it's just a good arc. We already talked about it. I just got excited and he dropped the football. And I think that many of us do shit weird when we get excited, and we do stupid shit when we get excited. I think yesterday I dropped my cell phone on my head, the hardest I ever have in my entire life. I got excited looking at a reel and blap.
Nice.
I'm like, am I disabled now? Yeah.
I'll make a Barbie out of you.
Am I gay?
You already knew that before the phone dropped.
It was the phone's fault.
Whatever you say.
It was on a gay reel. That's funny. So, and then the last thing I put down was, I didn't mean to do it. And I think a lot of clients feel that in their brains all the time. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to be a bitch. I didn't mean to be aggressive. I didn't mean to be this. They misunderstood me. And if you're grown and you're doing it to your children, that's not fair, because it doesn't matter about what your intent was. You already caused the harm. If you're still working through your stuff as a youngin', we can continue to work on it to have better behaviors and to make sure that people aren't misinterpreting us. So part of being neurodivergent is making sure that you have someone, a mediator like me, to help you understand what you're saying and why and how you're coming off. That way with your friends or your romantic partner doesn't think that you're an asshole. They don't think that you're always trying to have a fight, or they don't think that just because you're not laughing, you're not enjoying the joke. And one client he's like, I just don't feel like I'm enjoying the party enough, and that they're thinking that I'm not enjoying it. I said, did you have a good time? Yeah. Were you dancing and smiling and shaking? And he's like, no, I don't do any of that shit, but I was having a good time. I said, do you think they know that? And he's like, I don't know. I said, maybe we should ask. So that way we don't worry about it anymore, and you can just do your thing chilling while they're laughing and screaming. He's like, I'm never going to be a laugher and screamer and like a drinker. I'm never going to be an idiot. But yeah, you're not. That's not you. being misinterpreted or misunderstood is a huge thing. Is a huge thing that causes a shit ton of depression and ostracizing. So that's the pod today. Tons of psychoeducation. I just wanted the people to relate to the scenes. We didn't get super in depth with like psychological how to help things, and then we got to have some fun and talk some shit.
Yeah.
I'm actually glad Spencer said the shark thing. I'm like, finally, some psychotic features.
Everybody's had that. I feel like everybody's had that feeling where they think like there's something in the pool that shouldn't be there. Besides your uncle. But
I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes you're like, is there a pervert in there? Bro, it was this movie. God damn it. We was in group therapy and I was like, I ain't been able to, because it's all black folk in there and like one of them, only one knows how to swim. So like, I'm not gonna make a lot of racial jokes about not being able to swim because they swore me to secrecy.
Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna say what race they were, but you know.
you know, they black as hell.
Jesus Christ.
One boy goes, he's like, Nas, can you swim? I said, yeah, but it's like tough now because I'm a big boy. And I said, don't matter though, because I'm always scared.
Yeah.
And ever since this one movie where this alien was like taking over all their bodies and then like in the waters and shit, I've always been scared of gymnasiums and swimming pools.
Yeah.
And I looked it up too. Go ahead.
There was I think it was Jurassic Park 3 or some shit, like the old like trilogy. And they had this scene where like these dinosaurs, they actually came to like they somehow got it, like they were shipping them, and then they got into the cities. And so there was this one where it's like the pool cover, like it was an automatic pool cover, went fucking over them. So it's like it's on top of them and they can't get out of the fucking pool and shit. And I bet not only were like have people like drowned before because of that shit, but like the fear of like getting stuck in a pool like really skyrocketed.
This is why I don't take showers.
I can't get out. I can't.
Smelly ass.
I would love to, like, you know, pools are fucking scary as shit, man.
Yes.
Like, I know how to swim and all that shit, but that doesn't matter. Because if, like, something happens and I somehow get tossed into a fucking pool, like, it's over. Like, it's done. Like, there's no superhero shit. Nobody come and save me. It's done. So it's like, that's realistic. Like, oh shit, like something could happen. But when it was like the shark shit, I was like, I need to get the fuck out of here.
Bro, I'm telling you, man. Yep. If I can't touch the floor, I'm tweaking.
That's fair.
If I can't touch the floor, I remember we went tubing in Michigan and my fat ass fell out of there too. And you know, it's hard to get back into them too, especially if you're big on top.
Yeah.
And my boy Joe saw me looking. He was laughing at first. And then he saw me with that death look.
Yeah.
Because I'm just paddling and my foot hit a rock and shit. Brother, I ain't been in the tube since. Nope. Hell no. That anxiety, I thought I was dead, bro. I honestly thought I was dead.
I always try, every time, like when we went to Universal and shit, like we tried to do like the water park, you're like, nah, man.
I'm good, bro.
Or we did like go to the beach. We went to the beach for a little bit, but you're like, I'm good.
Yeah.
We got right at the edge where the shores coming in, touched our feet, and you're just like, that's fine.
Good. I'm good. I just get, and it's not that something's going to get me, is that I don't have the muscle strength or the shoulder strength to carry my big ass back in. Yeah, I don't trust it, bro. I got a lot of muscles, but then I got bad shoulders and I'm just going, and I'm going to get tight. I've almost had a few moments where I've drowned too out in further water. That shit ain't fun, bro. That shit
there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
No. Yeah,
drowning's crazy, but it's crazy. I never actually had the shark's gonna get me feeling when I was like in like the ocean in Mexico. It was only in fucking pools.
It was only in the pools. Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
I think it's also because it's like they're there. It's like there's no like doubt in my mind. I know they're fucking there, so I'm just like I'm just gonna block it out. You know, I'm gonna block it out. While I'm in a pool, it's just like there could be something, but I don't know what. And
that's fucking weird,
right? Of just like a space where you're supposed to feel comfortable, but you're not.
I've never actually thought about that till now.
Yeah.
It's
kind of like how like
paranoia takes over.
Yeah, it's kind of like how now go to a fucking school and you're just like, I don't know what's gonna fucking happen here. I don't, and that's real. That's not even a joke.
No,
Like, that's fucking
yeah.
for real. Like, you have no fucking idea what the fuck could happen at a university or anything.
There's when you first meet the little Indian boy that's like helping out fucking Chad,
Yeah.
he thinks he's a school shooter. And so like when you watch it, it's actually kind of funny. And he like tackles him and sprays him with mace. He's like, do I look like a fucking school shooter? Yes.
Yes.
You look like a weird fucking pervert with a hoodie on. Yes.
You fit the description.
You've been an angry, disgruntled white man. Or the real definition of a domestic terrorist in not some white lady trying to drive away. No. So.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, I had fun watching it. I was finally fun to watch something just funny and not traumatic and monsters and other stupid shit. All right, Brody, I'm good. You good?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right. So that was the show. Chad Powers. Great show. Yeah, I mean, shout out to the Manning brothers.
Yeah.
Keep on doing what you're doing. Shout out to Glenn Powell, who's becoming one of those superstars in front of us. I know Tom Cruise wants him to take over for oh my gosh. Yeah, Mission Impossible. Yeah. So he wants him to take over Mission Impossible. And that's how big he's getting. So
sign up for Scientology to do that? Or?
I mean, hey, you know what? Before we go. You know what? Of all the people that are Scientologists and things like that, Tom Cruise is also like somebody who also brings a lot of kindness and sincerity to like what he does and says. When they were filming one of the Mission Impossibles, and it was like during COVID, he was funding it himself, as well as he was making sure that people were keeping strict to the guidelines, or else they were going to lose those jobs. Also, he's been a big contributor to like the Black communities, especially coming for Black films and stuff like that.
Nice.
And so when you see people like Tom Cruise, who are mega superstars, he doesn't need to do those things, but he has been such a great supporter of film well as Black culture, making sure that people get like a fair shake, especially in his films. So
there you go.
Yeah. That's all I gotta say about Tom Cruise. So yeah, thank you everybody for watching. I'm Spencer. That's not as different spec podcast.
Much love, everyone, and remember, take care of yourselves.
Or don't.
Completely up to you, homies. Peace.
Bye. Shout out to Renee Good.